Perth, Western Australia. I did my education in Western Australia in sports science. Worked for the last 25 years in different sports, cricket, Australian rules football, hockey, rugby union, rugby league, all preparing athletes for elite competitions. My like for sport and my like for the physical education teachers in my school. In Australia, it's different to India. We're called high performance managers, and we manage the complete team, including the fitness, the nutrition, the mental, the skills, match day, the medical team. So we do a lot more than just train and condition the players. Good knowledge of the sport, good knowledge of each player, and the ability to plan every session that is being run. There can't be any one, there has to be all of those modules to produce a complete athlete. So I look after the athletes from all of those perspectives. Their strength, so building their muscle strength, their flexibility, and their nutrition. At the moment there's 96 players here, all different fitness levels and different age groups. So trying to coordinate a training program where there's 20 sessions per day for those 96 players is a challenge. It's more physical. You have to spend a lot more time working in a physical state, being on the field, being in the gymnasium, in the swimming pool, doing the stretching, doing core strength with the players, rather than sitting in a chair observing or watching. So it's a lot more physical. Both the junior team and the senior team have a competition in 3 weeks' time. They leave in less than 3 weeks on the 28th. So their training has been specifically designed with these two competitions in mind. Similarly, there was an India A team going to Pakistan, which was cancelled. So there were 3 teams being scheduled at the same time for different competitions. The most difficult thing is actually ensuring the players rest and recover. We have a hard training schedule, and resting and recovery is as important as the exercise, because this reduces the risk of injury. So often it's telling the players they must rest and not do too much exercise is the difficult part. Yes. Yeah, the core group of 18 that won the Olympic qualifiers has improved their fitness across all areas: flexibility, strength, power, speed, agility, endurance in that time. Only a little, not very many. I can understand often what they're discussing in their private conversations at the meal times, but no, I haven't heard enough. No, not for the tape, no.
Right.
When the players swear at me, I understand what they're saying. We're particularly lucky in India that the players are contracted by the government to be full-time, 24 hours a day. In Australia, this doesn't happen. So to be able to have the athletes living at a facility and training at a facility for 6 months is a big advantage over other countries. So I think this is a good system. as long as they have enough rest and recovery with their families. I've had to because of the number of hours. It's taking 8 to 10 hours a day of my time. But I concentrate more on my nutrition and make sure I'm eating correctly through the day to ensure my weight and my energy levels stay at a good level. 6 months ago, I would say there was a considerable difference between Indian players and the other top level countries. And that was possibly the reason why India were ranked number 10 in the world. Now, 8 months later, I see very little difference between our core group of players and the other top countries in terms of their hockey fitness. The players have improved so much. I think we're nearly at the level of some of these countries. We haven't played the top countries. We're about to go to a tournament and play 3 of the top countries and test ourselves against them. But I think our fitness now would be in the top 4 or 5. At the moment, that's why there's 96 players here. They're all actually doing the same type of training, but at different levels and different intensities. Some of them it's their first camp, some of them it's their 4th camp, and others it's their 8th camp. So I've had to modify their programs, but they're all doing the same type of activities to do exactly that, to increase the depth of the player, both from a skill level and a physical level. So if we have to take the 30th player into our first team, they'll have that physical capability. We actually have 3 of them playing for the country now. Manpreet, Uttapa and Abhijit are both juniors. All of them are junior age. The juniors have a very important competition in November 2013, which is the Junior World Cup, to be hosted in Delhi. So they're aiming to do very well at this competition. So yes, I see another 3 or 4 juniors that have the capacity to play for India, the best Indian team in the next 6 months. But certainly in 18 months' time, when some of our older and more senior players perhaps retire, the young players are already mature enough physically to take their places. Yes. Communicated with the players, with the coaching staff, with the medical staff. So yes. They're like my brothers. So yes, they'll come and discuss their wives, their girlfriends, their other family matters, because that may play a part in their performance. If they have a problem at home and it affects their training and their playing, then obviously it's going to affect the team. So they'll often come to me with this problem to discuss it and how we can solve it and resolve it. So yes. It's a very demanding position, but a very rewarding position. You have the responsibility of training, in my case, the best hockey team in India and allowing them to perform at their best, which is a great responsibility. But when they have good results, it's a very rewarding